Welcome back to another video, guys. Feels good to be back. Today I'm going to walk you through my incline bench session and what I'm doing. Of course, guys, in this channel I am pushing everyone to be natty. No, none of that trend, peptides, none of that. Okay, like we need to really focus and double down on being natty. Nowadays in the fitness industry, they're going to show you a bunch of crap on social media. It's not even true. I get it. Everybody wants to hop on steroids or something. We don't need that to get big and strong, and I'm here to show you guys. All right, I'm trying to bench 315 on the incline for reps, and I'm trying to also get bigger and stronger at the same time. Of course, I've been natty my whole life, still training really hard, going through it. Also, I need your help to grow the channel. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Besides that, let me take you through what I did today. I started off with incline benching, 245 pounds for 5 sets of 3 reps. Really hard session. I had to be really careful, making sure that the reps were under control. So the reason I'm doing like a semi-pause at the bottom is to create more tension. I can do like how most benchers do. When they're benching, they just bounce it off their chest. The moment you are slowing down a rep range on any given exercise, it's already hard. Your muscle is already under so much tension, and people don't realize, even when you're bodybuilding, you have to stay under tension. You have to stay under that load the whole entire time. For me, it's a mixture of strength training and bodybuilding. Of course, my program is completely different than what I used to run before. I hit a wall in my previous program, which was not helping me actually build more muscle. And at the same time, I remember hitting this wall on my strength. I exhausted as much as I could for my previous program, which is why right now I'm running something new. Getting stronger and putting on muscle, you can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over, especially for strength building. A lot of people will say, oh, make it simple, keep it simple. Yes, keep it simple. Yes, I get it, keep it simple. But sometimes, or most times, there's a lot of technique adjustments that need to come into play. For me, it was a lot of technique adjustments as well. I was already strong, but I need to double down on my technique to get even stronger, okay? So for me, obviously, you guys can see my rep speed when I'm benching, taking my time, not really taking my time and doing tempo on my inclines, but controlling the reps. I highly recommend you guys start controlling every single reps that you're doing. That in the gym, I know we want to hit it and kill it. Control the reps. Slightly slow it down with semi-pauses, not too long, You could go heavy, control the reps. The moment you're controlling that weight load with proper reps, that means you own it. That means you own that weight. That means you own those sets and those reps, and I promise you guys, you're gonna get strong as shit. Right after that, obviously went on to doing other lifts. My whole entire chest session was revolving around increasing of course, my muscles. I want to get bigger, stronger muscles, but also my incline bench. You guys are going to see me controlling some dumbbell. I'm doing some dumbbell flat benching, right? Obviously, I supersetted that with some push-ups. Was I destroyed? Yes. I did a lot of sets and reps. Bodybuilding is not easy. Controlling the sets, controlling the reps, again, not easy. I could have done weighted dips, which is something I've always done, but switching things around, let me try dumbbells. Let me see what they do. I want to see what development my body is going to go through by hammering dumbbells, because I've done weighted dips my whole life. So you guys can go and see videos. I've done weighted dips with 180 pounds, 200 pounds, 150 pounds, lots, but it was time for a slight change, and change is not bad. When you are running a program to get stronger and bigger, especially as a natty, you will hit a wall eventually. Most lifters in the gym, when they're lifting, they don't realize they're sometimes in this cycle where they're not making so much improvements. They're not making enough improvements, and they get stuck. Don't be that lifter. Day in and day out, yes, you're doing the same thing because it does produce results, but are you actually improving? Take a look at your video content. Take a look at your physique, your body, your arms, your shoulders. Take a look at all of that. Are you actually improving? Take a look at all your training videos. I highly recommend you guys start doing that. If you guys start doing that in day in and day out, every time you're lifting, look at your feet placement, look at your shoulder placement. And guys, you and I were not on steroids. We're not on no peptides. We're not on nothing. For us, we have to double down on form, on weights, on sets and reps, programming. I'm not saying that if you're on gear or something that you don't have to train hard. Yeah, you have to train hard, but it's different. As a natty, it's completely different. Your approach is different. It's not gonna somebody who's on gear, if they try to train you just like how they train, it's just not going to work. It's not going to. I refuse to believe it. It's not going to work. You need to figure out what works for you. Learn from other people that you resonate with. If you're natty, go and look at 1,000 natty lifters. See what's working for them. Try to understand the mechanics. Yeah, take a look at some geared lifters too. You get some motivation, you know. Everybody wants to look jacked and big. Me too. I want to be jacked. But we need to snap out of that mindset of just thinking, oh, we're just going to train like a geared lifter and make gains. It doesn't work like that, guys. It really doesn't. You guys can also see that I'm doing decline dumbbell presses. Of course, it's after doing my heavy incline presses, I'm doing everything else is bodybuilding. Just focus on the chest, of course, a lot of chest. Supersetted that with push-ups as well. Extremely hard, you know. My chest muscles were already getting a little bit, not super sore, but I could feel it, you know, I could feel it. The incline presses that I did, 5 sets of 3 with 245, they were hard, but I got through them. Right after that, guys, we focused on doing some more, little bit of back work, you know. I did really paused, strict controlled lat pull downs on the close grip. I didn't really do weighted pull-ups today. I had a weighted chin-up back session the next session. You guys can see my form when I'm doing the lat pulls. Doubling down on staying controlled, doubling down on the extension, and doubling down on muscle contraction, you know, leading with your elbows. A lot of people, when they're doing their lat pull downs or whatever, they're not leading with their elbows. They're just not. They're using all biceps. Guess what? If you're doing a lat pull down or a weighted pull up or even a chin up and you're using all arms, that's the only muscle that's going to grow. If you're doing a workout to hit your back, focus on your back. Double down on just focusing on your back on proper form. Guys, I see many people when they're doing pull-ups or any type of rowing movement, they're using arms. You're just going to get a bigger arm. That's it. You're not going to get your back. Your back muscles are not going to be structured in a way. So double down on the form. You guys can see I'm showing you strict motions on how I'm doing it. If you just learn, see how I'm doing it. You know, see it as an example. You know, proper shoulder placement, proper elbow placement, contraction placement, chest up, maybe lean back a little, you know. Right after doing that, obviously, went on to smashing some biceps. Kept it really simple, stupid simple actually. Didn't do too much. Again, chest up, hitting the biceps. My weak points on my body, I have full body weak points. Forearms, biceps, quads, everything in my body is a weak point. I need to improve it. I see the videos, I see how I look. Not really happy with how I look, you know? So I need to improve it. When I see my body, I notice there's a lot of weaknesses. I'm really critical when I look at my body. I've been training for a while now, not too long, but a couple of years. I'm going back to my old videos on how I used to train, and you know, over time I was seeing the improvements on my program. I used to run one type of program, then I improved it, you know, little by little, day in and day out, years after years, and now here I am. This really doubling down on form has taught me that you need to control your ego and lower the weight. When you are doing a strict curl or a tricep push down or any weight, if you're just yoinking the weight, you know, yeah, you could go heavy, but how strict can you do all 8 or 10 reps? You know, for me, I don't really smash 10 reps unless it's a bodybuilding session, but 9 times out of 10, I'm smashing. If it's a semi-heavy, it's like a 8 rep range. That's the rep ranges I keep it at, depending on what exercise I'm doing. Of course, if it's a huge heavy compound, I'll keep it at a 3 rep, maybe 5 at most. And the main focus is that control for each reps, guys. Every single video I'm talking about control. You look in the gym, people have shitty form, no control. Maybe they'll bench 3 plates on a flat, but shitty form. And they're gonna go and post on social media saying, I benched 3 plates. You did it with shitty form. We need to normalize doing something with really good form. This is what I did for my chest day. It was a heavy incline. I did a little bit of back, biceps, forearms too, you know. Kept it really simple. Complete chest focus. Right now I'm talking to you guys and my chest muscles are a little sore. Those supersets that I did with the flat dumbbell and the decline with push-ups, all my sets I did push-ups after hitting it. It was hard. It was really hard, man. Don't get me wrong, it was hard, but we got it done. We got it done. You guys didn't see me doing any cables, pec deck, none of that, you know. I just focused on a little bit compounds in this session, but the main focus is obviously making sure that my incline benching is improving. Getting stronger is not going to be easy. Of course, we're going to stay natty and just keep pushing the limits as far as we can. Take pride if you're natty, you know? You don't need to hop on gear, man. You don't need to hop on gear to get jacked. You just need to work harder and smarter. That's it. With that being said, I will see you guys all in my next video. Stay tuned. There's better things coming for all of us. Let's see what we can accomplish, you know? Let's keep pushing it. Let's keep pushing it.